What's good, guys? OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and we're finally getting to some anime content on the channel, and it's a topic that you guys know that I care very deeply and dearly about, and it's the Naruto franchise and the Naruto games. Guys, listen, we can't sugarcoat this. Naruto games have been bad. They've been bad for a while now, and I don't mean like bad to the point where they're not playable or you can't have fun or they're not enjoyable or they're broken or anything, but just bad as in there hasn't been as much effort to make them good. It just seems like it's either rinse and repeat or it's try something new and it completely tanks because they're just not doing a good job on the game. So I'm going to talk about a number of areas where Bandai Namco can increase the quality, or what they can do, some ideas to increase the quality of Naruto games, because I'm a huge fan. I've pretty much played every single one that's been released here in America, from the handheld games. I've played some of the mobile stuff. I've played the console stuff. I mean, I've played so many of the games, and what most people are used to are the Ultimate Ninja games, which they're not bad. They just need some tuning and some fine tweaking, but I'd like to see them go in a little bit of a different direction. So let's get into what they can do to make Naruto games better. And the first thing is production, presentation, the budget. Goodness gracious, there needs to be a budget for these games that's better or more than what they give them, because we need to have the music from the show. I don't know why there's not the music from the show, but I remember back in the day with Rise of Ninja, when Ubisoft used to make it, they actually had music from the show. So it would be pretty cool as if you're playing through a scenario or whatever, and you actually hear like the Naruto comeback music and all of that and all the tunes from the show. So give them a bigger production, like when it comes to the budget and everything. Music, cutscenes, quality all need to be better. I think that Ultimate Ninja Storm games do a good job with the graphics, like when there's cutscenes, but the actual in-game graphics and everything when you're fighting isn't that great. So I'd like to see them kind of take all of that to the next level, because they've been pretty bad with it for the most part. Now, the next thing up here, guys, is actual combos and skill-based fighting. This is the biggest problem with the Naruto series. Pretty much every game is either like a button masher with a special topped off with it, or it's just so simplistic and boring like Shinobi Strikers that you just don't care. The last time that I actually felt that there was actual skill-based combat and combos in a Naruto game was the Clash of Ninja series, which was a very long time ago, like a decade ago. We haven't gotten a new one for that in like a long time. And those games aren't coming back. Aiding is already somewhere else. They're not going to do anything, okay? Takara Tomy, do they even make video games anymore? I think they just do toys. So I don't think we're ever going to see the Clash of Ninja series come back, but that was the closest thing that we had. And even then, there wasn't a lot of diversity with it. It was just way better than what we have right now with the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games, which literally have like one button and a direction. And then like you throw items at people. Like that's what it came down to. And then big flashy cutscene, you know, or spam Rasengan at people. And that's what it's come down to. It's so simplistic. It's so drab that it's just turned me off to the series in general. There's some cool things about the combat in some of these games, but goodness gracious, we need some actual skill-based combat. And it's not just in a fighting game or an arena fighter, like an action RPG. If they decide to go somewhere else in a different type of genre, skill-based combat, skill-based gameplay in whatever you're doing. Skills and abilities and levels and different things that's actually going to make the gameplay entertaining, more so than just press one button and move a direction and run around and throw shurikens at people. Like they really need to add more depth to these Naruto games, because it's looking pretty thin lately when it comes down to that. Next up, and guys, this is something to where it is the actual genre of the game, but not an arena fighter. I'm actually sick of anime arena fighters. We always get arena fighters. Kill la Kill. Look at Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Yes, there's Dragon Ball Fighters, which is good. That game is super high quality, but Xenoverse. We've got My Hero. Pretty much every single one of these new anime fighting games that have been coming out, anyone that has popularity to it, has been arena fighters. And what I mean by arena fighter is that it's a 3D action-based fighting style of game, usually with very simple controls, Yeah, there might be some depth to it, but very simple controls, and it's pretty much the same thing every single time. It's the same one every single time with these arena fighting games, and I'm tired of it. Yes, we got Shinobi Striker, which was a little bit different, where you can kind of like move around a bit more, and it wasn't just boxed in an arena, but at the same time, that game's horrible. That game has no depth when it comes to certain things. That game has bad controls. That game has tacked on online. Like, it's just not an ideal type of game. And I don't want them to continue on with just the arena fighter. They need to do something a little bit different with this. They need to make a high quality type of game. If they wanted to go to 2D fighting with Naruto, I'd be okay with that. If we got Naruto fighters or whatever, I'd be completely down for something like that. Naruto ninjas, or whatever you want to label it or title it. And if it was high quality like Fighters is, I'd be completely down for something like that. But I just need to see Naruto evolve from arena fighter or arena-ish type of fighter. I want to see them kind of do something a bit more. And I think this would be a great start for them. I would love a 2D fighting Naruto game that actually has skill-based gameplay with that, and it's not just another arena fighter. So maybe we see that in the future. Next up, guys, is fan feedback and demos. This is something that I think they did a little bit with Shinobi Striker, but the problem is that the Ultimate Ninja series, it seems like they don't listen to anything anybody says at any point. Like, they don't implement anything when it comes to more depth, or when it comes to game modes, or what people want to see. They just kind of do whatever, which is okay. But if you're always mediocre, and you've been mediocre for the most part, or you've just been marginally okay and you're not improving things, I think that's a problem. Like, if you look at all the Ninja Storm games, all the Ninja Storm games, do they really improve a lot between the releases? Not really. They improve in some things like graphics or cinematics or whatever the case is, but does the gameplay improve much or really any at all? I think it's pretty much been the same since Ultimate Ninja Storm, like on the PS3 over a decade ago. Yes, they've made things a bit better, fluid, a little bit stuff here and there, but overall it's been the same. And I would really like them to listen to the fan feedback, listen to what I'm saying right now, listen to what other fans are saying, because I think a lot of us are in the same boat. Yes, it's fun to run around as Naruto or run around as your favorite character in an arena and fight and do all that and have these really cool, crazy cinematics. That's great, and I understand that, Bandai Namco. Like, that's dope that you guys want to do that, but at the same time, I mean, people still want depth. People still want other things. They still want to explore other stuff with Naruto, and I don't think they're listening to that at all. So I would love to see them implement some fan feedback and demos into there. Like, put out a demo and say, what do you guys think about this? Like, the next Naruto fighting game or whatever the case it is, like, put out a demo like Dragon Ball Fighters did. Put out a demo and actually see what people are saying. Get fan feedback. Make a better game. I think overall, when you're lost or when you don't know where or what the fans are looking for, because obviously Shinobi Striker is not what the fans were looking for. That game, it did not do well. People did not react very positively to it. I mean, some people liked it, and I know there was some people streaming it and stuff like that, but it died pretty quickly. That is not what most of the Naruto fans want. That's not what people are looking for. So if you did a demo for your next game, if you did some fan feedback, if you went into it with the mindset of, okay, let's see what the fans actually want before just saying, we're going to do this, and then release a beta, and everyone's like, what's this? Because that's what Shinobi Strikers was. I think they're going to have more success, and you can turn it into a 6 million plus selling franchise like Dragon Ball Fighters is, because it's high quality. They listen to fan feedback. They listen to what's going on. It's actually a legit type of skill-based game, and that's led to more sales, even though it's a game that's probably harder to play than some of these arena fighters, and they're always worried about alienating the casual base and stuff. Well, look at Fighters. That game is really good, and the casuals love that game, and the core love that game for the most part. So I think that they really need to pay attention to what the fans are saying and what they want for the next Naruto game. And last but definitely not least, take some chances. I think that a lot of the Naruto games are kind of just safe, by the book. You know exactly what to expect. You know what you're going to get. I would love to see them go in a different direction. Heck, how about an action RPG Naruto game? How about something that's a little bit different than what you'd expect? How about something that's not just the same arena, not just the same fighting game? It's something that you wouldn't have said, okay, wow, Naruto looks like that, or that game's gonna have this type of gameplay. Try something different, try something innovative, try something new. I know there's developers at Bandai Namco that have like the passion, that have stuff. Now, I talked about this before, but not an arena fighter, but also innovation within the game, trying something different, not just having a different genre, but actually trying something that would be really cool and unique ideas. The world of Naruto is so vast. There's so many different types of characters, abilities, weapons, jutsus. The fact that you can't put together a really good, solid game that's rated in the 80s or 90s like Dragon Ball FighterZ, really high, good Metacritic type of game, the fact that you can't do that with the type of lore, backstory, and content that Naruto has, that says something. That says that there needs to be a change, because Naruto is the type of franchise with what it has in it to where you should be able to take that material and make a game that's rated at least 85. That'd be the minimum, at least 80, heck, 80 or something like that, right? A lot of the Naruto games, maybe they're rated almost at 70s, 80s, but they should be like in the 90s. They should be that high. That's how good Naruto, when it comes to like what it does in the series, that's how good it could be with the story and the elements and the jutsus and the type of combat that's in the show. Really good developers could take that and turn it into an amazing experience. So that is my hope. Not only do they take some chances, but they also try some new things. Fan feedback, not an arena fighter. Do something a bit different from there. Combos, skill-based, higher presentation, budget, all of that needs to be into the next Naruto game. And if they do that, they're gonna have a hit on their hands, and they're gonna sell a lot more than what they've been selling before. So I can guarantee you that. So what do you guys think the next Naruto game needs? What do you think they need to do to bring the franchise back after the disastrous Shinobi Striker? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all the latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.